everybody. Today I want to talk about when you try to shift beliefs and you do that by just shifting your behavior. So if there's something in your life that you've been doing for a long time now and you want to stop doing that, if you just change your behavior, there's probably a belief that is driving this behavior. So just changing this behavior won't work. We have to get to the bottom of what is causing this belief. And these beliefs can be a number of different things. But let's say you have the belief that you're unimportant. And so I'm going to take you through a framework. So if the belief is that I am unimportant, the feelings that you're going to feel when you feel unimportant are sadness, anxiety, stress, overwhelmed, not enough. The thoughts that you're going to think are going to be that I can't do this. Who am I to date this person? Who am I to ask for a raise at this job? Who am I to leave this shitty relationship because this is what I deserve? Your actions will be not leaving the relationship, not quitting the job, not asking for that raise. All the things that you want to do, you won't because you feel like you're unimportant, like you don't deserve that. And then your results will be you'll stay where you are. So if you try and just change your thoughts, or you just try and change your actions, or you just try and change your feelings, all of that is awesome, but you're probably not going to follow through with what you want. We have to shift the belief at a cellular level. So if you have a belief that I am unimportant, or I am undeserving, or I don't fit in, I don't belong, I'm not, whatever your belief is, you can't shift it from I'm not important to I am important, because your brain has been collecting evidence to support the belief of I am unimportant since the first day you felt like that. So let's say something happened in elementary school, right, that made you feel unimportant, or something happened at your home in your family life when you were really young and you felt unimportant. Your body and your mind has believed that to be true since that first thing happened. So just shifting your behavior is not enough. We have to shift our beliefs at a cellular level. And this is not easy. And this takes patience. Beliefs don't shift overnight, especially when you've been believing that one negative thing for the past 20, 30, 40, 50 years. We have to give ourselves time. We have to give ourselves love and compassion and forgiveness. And this is hitting me in a whole different light right now because I get it. I have a couple very strong beliefs that I don't want for when I go forward, right? I have these beliefs of, I am not deserving of love. I can't go get that job. I'm not enough. And all these beliefs, they're not true. And they're not mine, but I've believed them to be true, and I've taken them on as my own since I was little. So when trying to up level and trying to shift things that are happening in my life, trying to shift where I'm going, trying to change things, trying to do all these things, I keep sabotaging myself because I still have these beliefs. And this framework that I'm taking you through, the acronym is BTFAR, BTFAR, beliefs, thoughts, feelings, actions, results. So when you have this negative belief and you want to shift it into something positive, you have to figure out what that belief is, right? So if the belief is I am unimportant, shifting that into I am important, your mind's going to be like, you've been telling me I am unimportant for the last, for me, 20 years, and now you think that you're just important? No. But if you can shift that I am unimportant to I am in the process of learning that I'm the most important person in my life, you have much less resistance to it. And your mind is going to go, oh, okay, well, let's collect evidence as to why that's true. And let's collect evidence as to we can support that belief. Now, this is a crazy concept to like truly grasp, because think about shit. There's so many different things that you could think about that this framework could be used on. And when we think about self-sabotaging, when we think about, staying in a shitty relationship that we shouldn't, when we think about not quitting a job that we should, when we think about not wanting to change our environment because it's comfortable, because it's familiar, because we're used to it, we're self-sabotaging. We have to break that cycle somewhere. There's never gonna be a right time to leave a shitty relationship. Never. There's never going to be a right time to ask for that raise. There's never gonna be a right time to put yourself first. You have to make that time and make that a priority. The time is now. Because if not now, when? If you don't want to keep believing that you're unimportant, you have to start taking micro actions that support what your highest self would do. The person that you want to become, right? What does he or she look like? What does he or she do? How do they speak? How do they carry themselves? Start showing up like that right now. Start showing up. Because if you don't do it now, it's going to be really hard to do it 50 years from now when, you've believed this I am unimportant for the last 70 years at this point. And then you want to change your beliefs? So the earlier we can get really clear and have so much awareness as to what is driving us. Are we living in autopilot? If we're living in autopilot, why? Because it's comfortable? Because it's easy? Because it's familiar? Because change is scary? You see, we have to change our relationship to pain. Pain is a catalyst for growth. I could not have been doing the work that I'm doing and being here to coach people through shit, because life sometimes is shit, right? I could not be coaching people through shit if I haven't gone through shit myself. I can only go as far with my clients that I go with myself. So when I take time to do personal development, when I take time to bask in my own energy, I'm doing this for all the people I'm gonna serve. I'm doing this for me, but I'm doing it for everybody else that I'm gonna touch. So right now I'm taking a social media de-cleanse, and I have been off social media for about a week now. And it's been so freaking awesome. I had to question my intentions as to why do I want to scroll on social media for hours on end, right? And keep playing the story of I have no time. I have no time to chase after my dreams. I have no time to read that book. I have no time to start writing this book that I really want to. I have no time. And then I had to take a step back and be like, is this true? No. I need to make the time. I need to cut out the bullshit that's not helping me and not making me progress, like scrolling on social media for hours. But you see, I was scrolling on social media to find connection, to feel accepted, to, feel significant in my own life. And I had to get really, really clear and make it a point to make myself feel connected. I want connection with everybody else because I'm not connected to myself. But if I'm not connected to myself, there's no way I can connect with everybody else. If I can't feel significant for me, there's no way anybody else can make me feel significant. So all this goes back down to a belief that I've been choosing to believe for a long time, or subconsciously believing for a long time. And this work is digging all of that up. This work is bringing all of that to the surface. Is this easy? No. No. No, 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 it is not easy. But where I'm going, I have to go through it, right? If there's a lake and I'm drowning in the middle of it, which the lake is representation of my shit, and I'm drowning in my shit, right? Nobody's gonna come pull me out. It's not anybody else's shit to unravel. It's mine. So how do I have to get out of that lake? I have to swim. I have to swim through it. Nobody's gonna come up above me and grab my hand and pull me out. I gotta swim to the other side. So sitting in the shit is literally like swimming in a lake. You gotta go through it. You can't be on one side of the spectrum saying I'm unimportant and just skip to the other side of the lake. You gotta go through that shit as to why. Why do you feel unimportant? Who made you feel unimportant? When was the first time you felt unimportant? And sit with that. Sit with that for a minute, because something will come up. And then when it does, ask yourself, is this mine? Is this true for me? Am I safe to feel this? Our bodies are not going to give us anything that we can't handle. And everything is happening for us in perfect timing. I believe this to be true to my core. And knowing that everything happens for me in perfect time, it's so much easier to go through the hard times. What is this trying to teach me? What do I have to go through to shed these beliefs and shed these, walls that I keep trying to build up that's not going to let me progress to the next version of myself? What do I have to let go of in order to step into that next version of myself? Again, we can't just skip the swimming. We have to go through it. It's the only way to up level. It's the only way to expand. It's the only way to get really clear on what's driving you. What do you believe? What do you believe to be true about yourself? These are all questions to ask yourself, and then take yourself through this framework. Start with your actions. Start backwards, right? So what are some actions that you're doing right now that's making you feel out of alignment, that's making you feel unimportant? What are the results that you're getting, right? And then what are the actions that you're doing to get those results? What are some feelings that you feel when you do that thing and you get that result? What are some thoughts that you're thinking? Listen to the chatter. Listen to the noise. And what's a belief that's driving all of that? And who do you have to show up as to get to the bottom of that? Personal development, personal growth, transformation, it's not easy. But let me tell you what, it is so, so, so fucking worth it. If there is something that you want to do and you want to break generational patterns, you want to step into this next version of yourself, you gotta swim, baby. You gotta swim through that lake. So this is a hefty video. This is a very solid framework that I will be using with my clients because it is so profound and it's so easy to break it down, right? So once you do this BTFAR framework of your negative belief, flip it. Do it for the other side. This new belief of I am learning that I am the most important person in my life. What are some thoughts that are going to come with that? What are some feelings that you're going to feel knowing that you're the most important person in your life? What are some actions you're going to take knowing that you're the most important person in your life? And what are the results you're going to get? So take yourself through this framework. It's incredible. It is so powerful and it is so transformational. And if you have any questions, drop it in the comments. Shoot me a DM. I'd love to chat. Have a good rest of your day.